TARDIS.
Son of a...
Hey, big show tonight. Dwayne and Kevin are here. Michael Palin will be dropping by. Harry Styles will be singing. But where's Jodie? I mean, where's the doctor? Anyone see the doctor?
You know, whoa. Here she comes.
Oh, my God, wait. Here comes the TARDIS.
The TARDIS.
Oh!
Yeah.
Is that it? Roll titles. Great show for you tonight. As you can see, Hollywood has come a-calling. Yeah, but not the only American guest in town this week. No, President Trump's been here. Could you feel it? Here they are, Donald and Melania. Oh, Melania looking lovely there in yellow and raspberry. A sort of impeach Melba, if you will. Write it down, enjoy it later. Actually, do you know what? That dress is handy, you know, for when Donald gets a bit amorous. Because it's quite easy for Melania to just slip it off and go and sleep in the garden. Yeah. Sleeps one. Donald was in town for the NATO 70th anniversary summit and get-together. What fun. It was being held in a luxury hotel in Watford. Who knew? Seriously? Here's all the NATO leaders looking thrilled to be in Watford. Watford Tourism could use that picture. In the evening, they all went to a banquet in Buckingham Palace. Oh, I wonder what they were serving. NHS on a platter? Maybe. Man the barricades. The Queen, though, now, God, she likes to put on a good spread. All the trappings. Anything embarrassing is kept well out of sight behind the curtains. Let's get some guests on! Later, we'll have a visit from travelling Python. Sir Michael Palin will be here. And we'll have music and chat from the fabulous Harry Styles. But first, this brilliant actress followed her success in Broadchurch by making history as the first ever female doctor. Please welcome Jodie Whittaker! Jodie Whittaker, everybody. Have a seat, too. The wine is yours. He's an award-winning comedian and actor, and in my opinion, one of the funniest men in the world. Now returning to the fantasy world of Jumanji, the next level, it's Kevin Hart, everybody!
Thank you. Can you stand?
Kevin, Jodie, and joining Kevin in Jumanji, he's quite simply one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. To date, his films have grossed over $10 billion. It's the mighty Dwayne Johnson! Lovely to see you all.
Good to be
Dwayne kind of rocking a James Bond look.
Yes, a little pink, a little fuchsia.
I like it.
Yes,
I like
thank you
it
very much.
And of course, it's a welcome back to all of you.
Oh, that's the only person dressed? See my jacket?
No, it's beautiful.
I got wings on my jacket.
It's gorgeous. It's embroidered. It's gorgeous.
Can't believe you didn't mention my wings on my jacket.
Jodie, you look lovely as well.
Lovely, Jodie.
Yes, yeah. Now, did you guys all chat backstage?
Of course.
We did.
And now, were you okay with Jodie's accent?
I love the accent.
But could you understand it?
Yeah, can you understand it?
No, I didn't understand. I didn't understand one word that we said.
You laughed 3 times.
Yeah. Well, that's a sign of discomfort.
Jodie Whittaker went to America, and Jodie was on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. And you had a lovely time, chatted away. Stephen asked you the question, you answered them. The person who does the subtitles, I feel, wasn't really following the show. This is what they wrote. I'm from...
Right.
No, there's nowhere called Huddersfield.
It's a real place.
Where are you from?
Huddersfield. Huddersfield.
Beautiful.
I know.
Someone went to drama school.
Yeah. Classically trained.
And I would say I'd love to have you back, Kevin. Looking
Thank you.
well and
Thank
fit
you.
and healthy and brilliant. Very, very good.
Fresh off a trip from Huddersfield.
And since Dwayne was last here, you've become a dad for the third time.
I have, yeah. Thank you so much.
Look at it. I know. Tiana?
Thank you, yes. Tiana
yeah.
Gian. Yes.
That's the name of the baby. I'm not, yeah. That's not his name. I said Tiana, but thank you.
3 daughters, 3 girls.
3 girls.
3 girls, surrounded by women.
Yes. But little Tiana, and now Kevin, obviously, you know, your friend has a baby daughter, and you were very moved, and I think you retweeted or regrammed that picture, which is a little alteration.
Yeah, sure. Well, I mean, that's basically our life.
Listen, let's talk about the big movie, Dwayne and Kevin in Jumanji, The Next Level. This is out on the 11th of December.
Thank you.
On The Next Level, we find out different bits of the game, but you guys are still the avatars in the game.
We're the avatars, yes.
Yeah. So the players, if you didn't see the first one, basically the real people are playing the game, so they inhabit the avatars, which is very funny for an audience. But for you guys, I mean, that's properly challenging.
Well, especially considering in the first one we played teenagers, and then the second one, in this one, we have the honor of becoming Danny Glover and Danny DeVito, and which is,
I mean, like, say Danny DeVito inhabits the avatar. He could literally inhabit you. I mean, Danny DeVito could move into you, and you'd still have room for vital organs. Like, how difficult is it to do that? Do you?
Oh my God! You know, I think it's challenging because of the thought, but once you embrace the idea that was given to us, it's actually more fun than anything. You know, we had an opportunity to elevate the movie that we did, you know, because the biggest thing is how do we come back and outdo what we did? We had so much success. So when they said, you guys are now going to be older, we like, okay, what? And then DJ, you're going to be Danny DeVito. Kevin, you're going to be Danny Glover. Well, the first thing is, well, we better get to work. How do we make this believable? How do we ground the performances? And when I tell you, the big fella came back with such a amazing version of Danny DeVito. I mean, listen, we were all floored. I came back with Danny Glover.
He's being very kind. Kevin steals a show with Danny Glover, right? Because Kevin has a rhythm. He's very fast.
All right, I did.
Danny Glover is so, you know, he's iconic, just like DeVito, and he slows his speech down. He did a great job.
But my first Danny was wrong.
Yeah.
I came back as Danny from Color of the Purple.
Yeah.
I was very violent. You told Hart to beat me. Wrong version, Kevin.
But the relationship between the two Dannys kind of really suits the two of you. The fact that they're old friends, but they don't. They argue all the
They've
time.
known each other for 30, 40 years, and they root our movie. They really ground it and anchor it in the beginning. Their relationship grounds it, and you know, and it plays so nicely. And you know, with the relationship that Kevin and I have developed over the years and this brotherhood that we have. So it played really wonderfully in terms of the connective tissue.
Well, listen, let's watch a clip. This is, well, it's self-explanatory. It's you in another part of the game.
Oh, there's one more thing about ostriches.
Oh, no.
Say it!
They travel in herds.
Come on, shake a leg. Come on.
Eddie, go!
Did you see the key anywhere?
Green button, go!
Go!
Oh! You are a terrible don't drop.
What are you talking about? We're fine.
Everybody find you.
And, like, you guys must get a kick out of just seeing it now that it's all in place. 'Cause presumably there were no ostriches. Or...
It's unreal.
Yeah.
The special effects are unreal. I mean, look, we had an unbelievable team working with us, from writers, producers, special effects. I mean, actors, literally everybody involved came and they brought their A games, and you can literally see it in the final product.
But now you're one of those rare actors who you quite like the green screen and not knowing what's there and stuff.
Yeah, I prefer that over the actual animals. Anything that...
You gotta give him context. He hates animals.
Yes.
Like, he has a real
All of
fear.
them. I don't like
Yes, yeah, I'm sorry, respect,
Yeah,
not a
well,
fear.
don't stop saying fear.
No.
I like the way
It's a
you say it,
respect.
but you're saying it in a way that they're gonna take it and run. It's not a fear. It's a... I don't understand what you're thinking about, so I don't like to be around you because I can't control.
I'm like, Kevin, it's just a poodle.
Listen, we don't know that poodle, and that's too much to get into because you're gonna judge me, and I don't feel like that's what should be done here.
But did you get to meet? Because obviously you didn't get to meet a herd of ostriches.
Yeah.
But did you meet, like, because you're on location for some of it?
Well, you know, I mean, for a lot of it, we wanted to expand the Jumanji universe, so we went from the jungle, then we went to the dunes, and we went to the desert, then we went to the snow-capped mountains in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And there's a massive scene where we're on camels. Kevin got to know his camel very, very well, terrified of camels.
Very racist, camel. Let's just get it out
Yes.
Let's get it out.
Because animals are racist.
Well,
yes.
The only black guy that was there. I mean, that camel definitely had it out for me, did he not? Was any other camel making noise except mine? Was any other camel making noises?
Kevin, well, here's the thing, as you guys know, like, animals, they feed off the energy of the human being. Oh. And he had a very fearful energy.
Right, so I'm racist against myself. This is ridiculous. The camel was not a nice camel, Graham.
I believe you. I believe you. The camel I feel sorry is like the camel that you climbed aboard. Must have been, like, the camels must have been in a row kind of thing. Not me! I'll take him! I'll take him!
Yeah.
That camel was making happy noises for you on it.
Camel left with 3 humps. Bad day for that camel.
What?
Yeah, 3 humps, because you swelled the middle section up, because you're so big. You get it.
Okay.
Now, talking of frightening animals, though, Jodie, you were filming... Where were you? South Africa?
Yes, we did a bit, yeah.
This was Doctor Who in South Africa.
This season, yeah.
But now you had a proper terrifying encounter. The sort of thing Kevin would not like this.
Yes. So, I'll try and speak slowly so that everyone understands. So, we were filming in South Africa, and unbeknownst to me, some of the South African crew had been filming what is known as a sack spider, crawling up and down out of this tree. So, the sack spider's in the tree, they're filming it, filming each other. I've got footage saying, this is terrifying, look how terrifying that is. No one told me. I run out of the building. Everything's a secret, so I can't tell you what building. I run out of the building into the wilderness as this sack spider just crawled down.
You got
down my
shitting
face.
Me.
On the and went ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, and I beep, 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 beep. I absolutely bricked it and cannot repeat what I said. Costume was off, and our first AD, the first assistant director, was English. Pretty casually just picked it up and chucked it as all the South Africans went, no, 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 no! And then we found out I could have died.
Wow.
I didn't. It didn't even bite me. But if you Google a sack spider bite, it is awful. So that is a better
is it like
story.
hairy? Is it ugly?
It's like got a really big body. And
It's got big balls.
but
It's a sack.
No, Kevin.
No, it's the back.
Not
It's
that.
the
Not like that.
Yes,
back.
it's
No.
a sack spider.
Balls. No.
Everything has to be explained to you. Like, you just don't understand.
That big.
It's got poisonous balls. Keep going.
I know, but it's making the story a bit different.
It's different for you.
So the spider's balls.
No, But yeah, it was horrific. I was so brave.
There's so many things wrong. There's so many
I
things
wasn't
wrong.
scared.
I know, that's terrible.
There's so many things wrong with that whole thing. First of all, I can break it down, okay? Everybody that was taping it in the beginning were white. That's the first thing. Let's get that out. Let's get that out of the way so that it's not a shock. They were white people. Okay, it's fascinating. Oh my God. When it lands on you and you go, oh my God, beep, 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 and you're getting it off of you. People are still taping. They were white. Okay? I'm gonna let you know the whole thing. It's so clear. And then the guy that picked it up, chugged it, he was white. That's the whole problem with this thing. Nobody immediately thought we shouldn't tape it. This could be something.
No, it was a tape.
It's a spider with big balls. It don't matter what it is. It don't matter what it is. You get out of there. You pack up. We can't shoot today.
I'm with Kevin.
Thank you. I'm not gonna lie, y'all.
Now, moving on. Christmas is coming, ladies and gentlemen, which means the return of Jodie Whittaker in Doctor Who. Yes, I can say that. The new season kicks off on New Year's Day with a two-parter, so it's on the 1st and then the second part's on the 5th, and then the rest of the series. And now, the word on the street is that this opening episode is like the biggest Doctor Who episode of all time.
Wow.
That's what I read.
Great. Well, it goes out on... And I thought I was going to get the really big moment of saying it goes out on New Year's Day, but you just said that.
Oh, no, why don't you say that?
That's one of my facts.
Then you've got something to say about it.
Well, that's one of my two facts.
Okay, so this is a big episode of Doctor Who. When's it going out?
New Year's Day.
Hey.
Oh! Good info. I'm glad you knew that.
So it's also...
How many parts in this episode?
It's a two-parter.
It's a two-parter!
Two-parter.
We are learning so much. Thank you so much, Jodie.
And the second episode goes out on Sunday, the 5th of January, 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really exciting, really exciting. And for us, the team getting back together, we're very close. So close that one of my guests is Mandip Gill, and she's in the crowd.
Where you at?
Where is she?
There she is!
Oh, my God. Hello. Hi.
She's one of the companions in the show.
Yeah, so we're a group of 4. And
Would you like to be a group of 6?
you have to be a little bit braver.
I don't mean...
What was that?
We've had an episode with animals.
What are you doing? We're on television. Stop it.
I'm saying.
No, stop it.
Doctor Who. Like us on Doctor Who. How would that be cool? Like if we...
Yes!
Yeah, but you're going to get bullied into that now. We are quite good at stalking. People that show the tiniest bit of interest.
Well, first of all,
you.
we did not say that. Dwayne said that. That's his decision. For your friend in the audience, was she with you in South Africa?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to... I'm with you, Kevin. I am petrified of animals.
Were you around when...
No, she's got a phobia against spiders, so nobody was allowed to tell her because we still had 4 days shooting on that location.
Okay.
So by the time we were allowed to tell the story, it got a little bit bigger and a bit more dramatic.
Got it.
And as you can see, I'm not white, so...
Yeah.
That's right.
Got it.
Meanwhile, we do have an exclusive clip, ladies and gentlemen, which gives away some plot.
What? I've never seen this.
Oh, right. Oh.
I hope you think I'm good.
This isn't an action scene.
I'll translate. I'll do it really slow.
This is you, I think maybe meeting Stephen Fry? I'm not sure. Someone's in a bed.
Oh.
Well, I want to see it.
It's not that kind of show.
I'm ready for it.
No, it's not.
You got my attention.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go.
She was found unconscious on the floor of an aeroplane washroom on a flight to Tokyo. She'd made prearranged contact with an informant.
Is she in a coma?
apparently it's a little more horrific than that. Now, I'm told this is your expertise, dealing with the impossible.
You're right. That is impossible. Her DNA's been rewritten. Every strand corrupted and reshaped. She's no longer human. Just a shell with a human appearance.
Is she gonna live, Doc?
There's nothing of her to live. It's like she's been erased. This is beyond any human technology.
I was rather worried you were going to say that. Doctor, the security of this entire planet is at stake. Can we rely upon you?
Ooh.
Jeopardy! Jeopardy!
Explain it all to me. I have it.
You have the whole plot now.
I understand everything. She explained
Well
it
done,
all to me.
Bandit. You're really good, you're really good.
But when the fate of the world lies in your hand like that, and they do that slow, cool push.
Yeah.
No.
So I'm assuming you were like, yeah.
No,
Oh, man.
you're quite funny if you just went,
Every
no, no.
Every week.
I know what you're doing.
What am I doing?
You're trying to segue that to like some action star stuff.
No, that's just between two action stars.
You're trying
I
to
can
X
tell.
me
That
out of
was-
the conversation.
That was a whole action thing. Slow pushing.
That's
the fate of the world lies in your hand.
so dirty.
Doc, what can we do?
That's so dirty. I saw what you just did. I'm here with you.
I'm just saying, that was an amazing thing.
Oh my God! Did you see
felt
that,
it.
Grant?
I did.
The fate of the world. Kevin's never had that. The fate of the world's never been in his hand. Slow push in. Yeah. You know I've been fiending for a slow push in.
He's been wanting that so bad. Okay, look, it's not about jokes and balls,
Yeah,
man.
all
Like,
right.
sometimes it's like,
No, apparently it's about a slow push-in. Who knew?
yeah, I'll drink to that.
I feel dirty.
Oh, yeah.
Moving on. No, here's the thing. So the last time you were here, Jodie, you just become the doctor. So presumably now you're used to it. You're used to kind of because it's one of those things. Like you can't hide wherever you go. You are the doctor.
Like
Well,
the fame.
it's okay because these guys didn't know what Doctor Who was. I was really safe in their company.
Yeah, you could hide backstage.
Yeah. It's an interesting. It's an interesting thing, particularly in Britain. But weirdly, the show, you can't predict a demographic. It's all over the world, and so there isn't that thing where you go, oh, okay. So I'm walking around this place. I don't need my hat, and then the oddest kind of moment will happen, and you go, oh, maybe they recognise me. But if you're me, you have a slight narcissism where you think everyone's recognising you. And that's such an embarrassing thing happened to me yesterday on the tube. So I've obviously got, like... Oh, anyway, right, basically what happened was... So I was stood on Oxford Tube platform.
Yeah.
And I've always got... so like a glass keep cup, like rather than going to a coffee shop and getting a new cup, I carry a glass one that I then wash and re-get my latte. Yeah. And so I got my empty cup and I was just stood down and stuff, and an elderly gentleman was walking towards me on the platform. And I was just like, oh, God, I just want to get on the tube. I hate getting recognised. And he started to walk towards me, but then he had his arm out, and his arm came into my space. And on the tube, on the platform, it's crowded, and it's a bit... I don't know, I just got the kind of like, oh, what are you doing? A bit aggressive, unnecessarily. And actually, what he was doing was he went, oh, sorry, I thought you wanted money. And he was trying... And he was going to put 10p in the keep cup.
That was the greatest story.
I know, but I was like, yeah. Oh, God, oh, man. Oh. And I got on the tube and I just, sat there. And I was like, someone make eye contact so I can tell this story. I was like, waiting for someone. And I was like, I've got a really good story.
Because, Dwayne, presumably, you can't hide. You can't put a hat on. You can't put a hat on that. I mean, but yet, I've seen you in a gym, like a public gym. So do you just get bothered all the time?
All the time. Yeah.
But how do you work out?
Anonymity's gone out the window.
But how do you work out in the gym if people are constantly coming up to you?
Just be nice, say hello, get them moving.
Get the movie. Lift them.
But fame is a funny thing, right? So
Yeah.
that story for you, well, that will be like the constant anchoring reminder, right? Of like how cool fame is, but also never like...
I don't have the stress you have, though, because
Right.
I think the thing is, if you are 5'6" and you've got a hat on and you're dressed like most of the time a teenage boy in a baseball cap, headphones on, head down. I catch the bus and the bus and the subway every single day because I'm not in anyone's eye line like that. But I imagine there is something about if you can't.
You're 7 feet tall.
Taller.
So yeah.
But Kevin's had weird. You've had weird fan characters.
Well, what happens if you're 3'2"? Like, how does that? How do you do?
What are you talking about?
So rude.
Wait, no, how do you deal with that?
5'2", you know that.
Hey, look at everybody.
5'2".
I'm sorry, right? I'm sorry. So
I don't think. Well, first, there's two. We're skipping around some points here. First thing, she's saying she's dressed like a teenage boy. That for somebody to put money in your cup, it's got to be a lot worse than that. Let's be honest. Okay?
Put it in, the lid was on.
There's something within your parents said, I need to help this person. Make sure they eat today. Something happened. For me, I mean, it's bad. And because I'm a big deal. It's just.
You get the guy followed. Was it in a restaurant where he followed you?
Oh my God! I had a guy actually follow me into the bathroom. This is a true story. I'm in the stall. You know, I gotta go, and you know, guy while I'm in the bathroom, he's like, Kevin, can I get a picture? And I'm like, you know, because I'm obviously a very big guy. I stand up to myself immediately. I say, hey, not in here. You wait until I'm done. Okay? So you go outside. I take it with you when I get outside. And I go in the stall and close the door. And, you know, you would expect whoever that was to have left. They're gone. And I do what I got to do. And it was one of those situations where I had to be in there for a while. And I'm in there. And, you know, literally, you know, when you get comfortable, you start to take your time. And I'm on my phone. I'm scrolling. It's a comfortable environment.
It's what you do at the mall.
I get done and I get out the stall and close the door. No. He's right there. He's like, man, you were in there for a while. He's like, can we get the picture? And I was like, I meant outside the bathroom, man. Get out the bathroom. I'm not taking a picture with you in the bathroom. But the fact that he stood there, very nicely the whole time, it made me feel obligated. And I was like, yeah, just come on, selfie, real quick. Don't tell nobody you saw me in here this long.
He's been friends with Jason Statham ever since.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Hey, it's time for our next guest. He became a global star in Monty Python, won a BAFTA for his role in A Fish Called Wanda, and traveled the world for his TV documentaries. His latest adventure took him to North Korea. Please welcome Sir Michael Palin! Hey! Come in, everyone. Wayne, Trevor, Jodie.
Yorkshire
Have a seat, dude.
Thank
Here
you.
you go.
Where am I going to sit? On your lap?
Yeah. Just sit right here. You're good.
I just can't sit next to him. No one will see me.
Lovely to see you.
Good to see you.
Now, I think it's the first time I've had you on the show where I got to say Sir Michael Palin.
Oh.
I know.
No, just call me sir.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal, right?
He's a knight of the realm.
Wow.
Yeah, there you are. There you are getting it. Yeah.
I can... Oh, God, there I am, yes.
Yes.
First, yes.
Yeah, that's
yes,
you.
The blade. And he missed my neck. Only by inches.
Now, you've been back on the road. You've been off to North Korea. And you've...
It is yours now. Now it's yours.
No, I think that's yours. But if you want that...
No, I want to drink his. I want to look like him.
Have yourself some Terramana. Go ahead. Yeah.
I think it may take more than that. That might be a start.
Yeah, that's a start.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you don't want what I have. That's...
No, because that could...
Sorry, audience. What is it? Is that... That's very...
That's a tequila.
Bourbon? Tequila. Aye, aye.
It's my tequila. It's good.
Is it your own tequila?
It is my own tequila. Oh. He's tried it.
Could we get freebies?
Yes, you can.
I'm glad.
Yes.
I love
Right
that.
to the point.
Yeah.
Right to the
Working.
point.
Always working.
I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it.
You don't have to. Us action heroes, we don't have to. Sorry.
Oh, I've always wanted to be an action hero.
Well,
Michael the Rock Palin.
but there's something a bit James Bondy about this, that you head off to North Korea. I mean, so how do you get yourself and a TV crew into North Korea? It seems sort of a very difficult thing to do.
Well, there was a guy, a company, who had taken tours into North Korea for about 25 years, and they approached, it was actually Channel 5 and ITN, and said we could set up filming in North Korea, which is very, very difficult. But they had experience. We went to them, and they said, we think we can do it, and we think we can get you in there for 2 weeks, which is quite...
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
just a week is quite enough. Well, no, sorry, no.
Lovely as
More
it
of that
is.
later. But 2 weeks is a lot to be allowed. Yeah. Lovely as it is. And it was actually not so bad.
But is this a thing they want now? Is the idea of getting you in there with film crew, is it to encourage the rest of us to, holiday in North Korea?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's impossible to tell what the people in North Korea are thinking. I mean, basically, it's a country cut off from the rest of the world deliberately, and there's no connection with the rest of the world. You can't use your phones. You can't really get any other television programs, anything like that. So you just don't know what the leaders of this country, the Kim dynasty, are actually thinking. So, I mean, they are building facilities to get tourists there. We went to this wonderful airport, totally new airport, completely fresh, all built, no planes coming in. It was just terrific.
That sounds ideal.
Uncrowded airport, yeah. And so they're building huge facilities for tourists, but I don't know where the tourists are going to come from.
It's a plan.
I mean, from here, I mean, just this.
Yes, you're really selling it, Michael. People are itching to get online.
Well, it's a very quiet, comfortable place.
No, here's the thing. I mean, there's kind of weird things that aren't even political, but just that you went to a hairdresser's.
Well, it was hairdressers, and as you go in, there's a big board where there are 15...
As I go into the hairdresser.
Yes. They let you in free. There are 15 approved haircuts.
Okay.
And they're all exactly the same.
And you're saying in the book that, though, none of them are the very distinctive haircut.
No, you couldn't get that. I mean, you know, you couldn't get that sort of haircut, I'm afraid.
Which,
because you can't, because he's the leader and you're not.
Oh, I see.
So, you know.
Oh, so you might look like him, and that would be bad.
I'm so sorry, Graham. I'm just curious. Did you have to explain to the North Korean government exactly what you were doing comprehensively and let them know this is what I'm writing, this is what the details are?
Yeah, I mean, well,
Did they have some sort of approval over that at all?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. They had to know exactly really what we wanted to see. And our director was very keen. We didn't want to just be taken to the monuments and the big sort of approved tourist sites. We wanted to just see people relaxing. Do they have a shop? Do they go to the bar? Do they have a drink? Do they go to cafes? Yeah. We wanted to see all that. And they are, I mean, one must remember, they are Korean, all right. They've been separated from South Korea for 70 years. But Koreans are rather jolly people. They like music, they like dancing, they like a nice drink. You know, they're just like people from Yorkshire. Really?
Dwayne, have you been to South Korea?
I have, yes. Multiple times.
Okay, so that's that's opened up to being a market for movies and stuff.
Yeah, tremendously. That, and there's also a wrestling market there too as well. So yeah, I found it to be great, and I thought the fans were great and very open and enthusiastic and excited.
And now, Kevin, you might go to Korea because you went to Japan on your holidays, didn't you?
Japan was a quick stop. I've never been to Korea.
You will.
Because
he won't.
I could have went.
Yeah.
I could have went, but...
But you liked Japan, didn't you?
Yes, Japan was fine. I'm just talking about the time where he could have taken me, and he chose not to. It's really bad.
I took Eddie Murphy instead.
Because Doctor Who is global, as you were saying. It's everywhere. Is it in Korea? Any
Ought to
bit
be
of Korea?
I imagine they're massive Whovians.
Yes.
Yeah.
You should go too.
I'm there.
Yeah, there's a lovely empty airport. It's just waiting.
And they need doctors.
Now we're talking about being Korea and your guides. To explain who you were to your guide, Northern Korea, you showed, I think, her a bit of this. Here we go. Did she like it? Did you find it funny?
She didn't know anything about the outside world. She wanted to know what I did at home. Why?
That's what you showed her.
That was it. I said, this is what I do. This is what you do? No, she liked it. She thought she cracked up. But she was most concerned about the fish. She said, but the fish, was it dead or alive? In fact, I'd fallen 15 feet into the Teddington Lock and nearly drowned. Didn't seem to worry her, but the fish.
But you can see there why Monty Python would travel the world, because a lot of it is so visual and stuff. But as Dwayne was saying, like, Kevin, you go to places where you do stand-up shows.
Yes.
In places where they don't speak English.
Yeah,
And like, what happens? So is it a really slow reaction, or
They boo.
Well,
In any language.
comedy is universal, man. It's the one language that everybody speaks. Everybody loves to laugh. I mean, comedy travels. I'm sitting up here after you told your story about North Korea. I'm thinking about booking a gig. About booking a gig over there and seeing what I can do.
Do it.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Maybe I come back.
Invite
Maybe I
one of
don't.
the kids.
Maybe I come back. Maybe I don't.
Very good. Okay, it's time for music. He is one of the hottest names in music right now, here with an exclusive performance of his brand new single, Adore You. It is Mr. Harry Styles!
for you. Just let me adore you. Walk through fire for you. Just let me adore you. Like's the only thing I'll ever do. Walk through fire for you. Just let me adore you. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. Walk through fire for you. Just let me adore you. Hey. Walk through fire for you. Just let me adore you. Like's the only thing I'll ever do.
Mr. Harry Styles, everybody! How good was that? Come on over, you! Harry Styles and his band! Great job, you and the band. Come on over. Oh, yeah. Harry Styles, this is Jodie. Kevin, Dwayne, Michael. That is Harry Styles. There you go. Thank you so much for that.
Oh, thank you. No, thanks for having me.
And that single is out in the world now.
That's out today, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
They know the words already. They know the words already. Yeah, they're good. Yeah. Walk through fire. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And, it's off the album. Yeah, I've got the album. This is out next Friday?
That's out next Friday.
Look, and if you get a Divine, it's a double one. Look, there's more pictures of Harry. In more big pants.
Yeah.
You have got a very... Is this a big pant tour?
It's a big pant year.
Yes.
I'm having a year of big pants.
I mean, there is a bit of moose knuckle going on in the middle one, but you'll enjoy it. I tell you, you'll enjoy it. You'll like it. Did you not approve these? But you must have approved them. Yeah.
I thought they were going to take that out.
They hope you will. Now, it's a bit like Jodie in kind of coming back to Doctor Who. You can relax and enjoy it.
Yes.
Because first album must be quite stressful. So presumably, is this one was more fun? Was it?
I definitely had more fun. I think with the first one, I was like trying so hard not to get it wrong.
Yeah.
And then this time I felt a little more like, no. You know, see how it goes. No, I had a lot more fun making this one, yeah. I felt a lot, like, freer making...
And once it was announced you were on the show, my Twitter feed obviously became very, very busy with tweets from people like them. And
just for Harry, there was nobody else. On the feed. Yeah, nobody.
I mean, obviously, there were a lot for you guys, but quite insistent. Because there's things like So everyone wanted me to ask you about the island of Eroda. This is
you never asked me about the island. I'm a geographer.
Very similar to North Korea, actually. In a lot of ways.
So what is the island of Eroda? How do they know that it's got anything to do with you?
So, the island of Eroda is a fictional island.
Gotcha.
We got some budget for this album campaign, so we made an island, and it's from the music video for that song, which is called Adore You, and Eroda is adore backwards.
Got it.
You like that? Then
They made an island.
They made an island?
I mean, you know...
that's, an album's one thing.
That is
I brought out my new island. Something else. So tell us this, Harry, you are going on tour.
I'm going on tour, next year, starting in April.
And so the first night is in Birmingham?
In Birmingham.
In Birmingham. But this is, people go on tour. You're doing a proper world tour.
That's the plan, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try, yeah.
What do you mean you'll try?
Until... No, that is what I'm doing.
OK, if I can get the flights, if I can get the flights, I'll go everywhere.
Yeah, so I'm starting in April, and I think I'm going till December.
Well, listen, good luck with the tour and the album. Harry Styles, everybody!
Thank you very much.
Good. That is nearly it, ladies and gentlemen, but I believe before we go, we have time for a visit to the big red chair. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, yeah. Conversation. Who are you?
I'm Nick.
Nick, lovely. And where are you from, Nick?
I'm from Germany, but I live in London now.
Oh, OK. And what do you do in London?
I'm a research fellow at Goldsmith College.
Oh, he's so clever. That's properly clever, I imagine.
Yeah.
OK, Nick, off you go with your story.
OK, so when I was 15 years old, me and my friends, we were doing wrestling matches at a youth club. We did a fatal four-way match. So first one who pins another one wins the match. And in the end, I did my finishing move, and I believe I called it the People's Knee. So copycat of The Rock's finishing move, the People's Elbow. Yeah, and I won the match.
Sorry. I stopped listening. Like, I thought, oh, bless him. And I thought,
bless him, yeah.
I thought maybe you were going to show up in the story somewhere, but you didn't really.
Not really.
Not really. People's Knee sounds dangerous. I'm not sure that's a legal move.
I'll tell you what I heard.
It really is dangerous.
I basically heard that you were hurting kids. You
That's what I do.
Let's do another one. Here we go. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, the bar is very low. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Kate.
Kate, lovely. And
Hi,
where are you from, Kate?
I'm from London.
London. And what do you do, Kate?
I'm a teacher. I'm a geography teacher. Hi, Michael.
Oh, good. Hi.
Geography god.
Oh, what? Okay.
There's a new island we've just been talking about. Won't be any actresses.
Yeah, that could be Monday's lesson. OK, Kate, off you go with your story.
So, I'm in Egypt on a scuba diving trip. My friend and I, on day 2, come down with Egypt's belly, unfortunately. Oh, yes. So scuba diving is out of the question, but we want to make the most of our trip. We decide to head to the beach for a bit of sunbathing. We're on my sun lounger, and unexpectedly, out of the blue, I have a bit of an accident in my bikini. So I'm laying on my sun lounger. What am I going to do here? And I decide I'm going to grab a towel, I'm going to waddle my way down to the sea, I'm going to immerse myself slowly into the water, nobody's going to be any the wiser. Except I hadn't factored in the fact that there is a whole coral reef of fish and there ensues a feeding frenzy.
Absolutely right.
Pretty horrendous. And to add insult to injury, there are lots and lots of Russian and Chinese tourists who think it's a wonderful photo opportunity.
Can Kate walk? No. Can she walk? She can walk. She can walk. Well done, Kate.
She's a teacher.
She's a teacher. She's teaching us children a lesson. OK, that really is what we've got time for. If you'd like to have a go in the red chair yourself and tell your story, you can contact us via our website at this very address. Please say a huge thanks to all of my guests tonight. Mr. Harry Styles. Jodie Whittaker. Kevin Hart. Dwayne Johnson. And Michael Palin. Join me next week with music from Coldplay. They'll be here. And a fabulous lineup. Michael Bublé, Matthew McConaughey, Hugh Grant, Jennifer Hudson, and Dame Judi Dench. I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Film buffs unite. Ali Plum's got all the latest news, reviews and behind-the-screens fun. Listen to Screen Time now on BBC Sounds. And if, like me, you love a good old scare, then psychological horror The Uninvited is streaming now on BBC iPlayer.